In today's show, did a $50,000 Bitcoin price finally trigger Peter Schiff to buy some BTC? Well, in today's show, I'm going to be sharing with you the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week. Let's check out his latest tweets. If I were to actually buy some Bitcoin, how would I know when to sell? If your answer is to never sell, then what's the point of buying in the first place? Could it be Peter Schiff is finally capitulating? He also tweeted, but I'm not talking about small amounts. When do I sell to take profits or cut my losses? And lo and behold, Max Kaiser called it once again. He says he's cracking. And 7 months ago, he said Bitcoin hitting 50K will trigger Peter Schiff to buy. And lo and behold, he's now asking buying questions. Max also responded, if I were to actually buy some gold, how would I know when's the best time to sell and take my tax loss? Peter Schiff, do you realize your only value is offering predictable loss-making trades for tax planning? Look at this chart. Your fund has lost money for 10 years. I'll be breaking all this down for you in today's show. Also in today's episode, Microstrategy prepares to purchase an additional $1 billion, $30 million in Bitcoin after completing its debt offering. Also in today's episode, the Abra CEO says Bitcoin could shatter $250,000 this year, but major crypto correction may be around the corner. That's right. The CEO of digital payment platform Abra says Bitcoin could break $250,000 before the year's end, but he also thinks that the crypto markets are overdue for a healthy correction. On a new episode of the What Bitcoin Did podcast, Bill Barhydt says he's looking for a potential resistance at the $60,000 level before a massive Bitcoin correction ensues. We'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, everything is currently correcting. Yesterday, Bitcoin topped out at about $58,800. You can see Ethereum and all the major alts also in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. We just surpassed 34,000 subscribers. I want to say I greatly appreciate your continued support. So be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium Crypto News Alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work and get up to a $250 crypto bonus with a deposit of $25 or more. Now, their 2 flagship products work like this. You can earn interest on your Bitcoin up to 6% annual percentage yield or 9.3% on USDT. And their other flagship product is crypto-backed loans. You ever wonder, how can I access fiat without selling my precious Bitcoin? Well, look no further. With a crypto-backed loan, it allows you to access liquidity without ever having to sell. So what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this offer today. Click the link right down below. It'll take you here. Then simply click this yellow button that says sign up, and you'll notice that the referral code is already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this bonus. So go ahead and click that link right down below and get up to a $250 crypto bonus, and let's start stacking those sats, shall we? All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. We have a lot to discuss. Bitcoin just hit a new all-time high, touching 58,800 yesterday, but now it's currently correcting. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go next? Let's discuss it. As the largest crypto approaches $60,000, Cointelegraph takes a look at the factors to consider when forecasting this week's price action. Number 1, investor eyes stock market reset. Equities showed no signs of flipping their endless upside on Monday as buyers continue to pour into the market despite warnings that a bubble may already be about to burst. Markets built on all-time highs as an anticipation of an economic recovery worldwide stoked enthusiasm. In the United States, it was hope surrounding President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion coronavirus stimulus package that was still providing the basis for growth. All I know is this: as that money printer continue to go, the Bitcoin price will continue to go parabolic. And last week, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen suggested that the mechanism for the money, which would include a third round of stimulus checks worth $1,400, would be finalized by Congress within the next few weeks. And also, as I pointed out in yesterday's episode, if you were to put your $1,200 original stimulus check into the king of all crypto, that would now be worth over $10,000. Everybody is playing the outlook for better economic growth, the outlook for more fiscal stimulus. Adrian Zurcher, head of global asset asset allocation at UBS Wealth Management, told Bloomberg, it's normal that nominal yields are trending higher. Equities are also trading high, and also commodities based on a better economic outlook. While Bitcoin has exploded in line with stocks since the crash of March 2020, not everything was so optimistic. In fresh comments on Monday, investor and hedge fund manager Michael Burry delivered an onerous forecast for the global economy, claiming that a major correction in equity markets was due. People say I didn't warn last time. I did, but no one listened. So I warned this time and still no one listens. But I will have proof I warned, he tweeted. Speaking to CNBC, ARK Invest founder, CIO, and CEO Cathie Wood added that a valuation reset would likely be the result of a continued sharp increase in rates. With no specific time frame in mind, the risk was clearly being felt for this March to repeat last March, something which ultimately allowed both Bitcoin and Ethereum to outperform. Now, the next factor to be on the lookout for in the Bitcoin market this week is the dollar strength doom. That's right, any short-term continuation for Bitcoin, meanwhile, could be tampering by middling behavior of the US dollar currency index known as the DXY, which bounced off lows in recent days. Traditionally, a recovery in the dollar spells downward pressure for Bitcoin, and the index spent most of February falling. That's right, long-term forecasts still see the dollar weakening overall in time, thanks to no small part to the huge expansion of the money supply by the Federal Reserve. So everybody thank the Fed, will you, in the comments? There's a lot more downside for the dollar, and our longer-term perspective is for dollar weakness, not for dollar strength. Standard Chartered Research-led Steve Englander told Reuters at the start of February. An accompanying poll revealed that only 13% of participants panned for US dollar increase in 3 months' time, with the vast majority expecting a loss or stagnation in value. Welcome to crypto, where we go up the opposite of the US dollar, which continues to go down. A lot of the exceptionalism of the dollar has to do with its scarcity. Englander added, the prospect now is that there will be no scarcity of dollars, and in fact, there will be an abundance as far as the eye can see. Now, the next factor to be on the lookout for this week in the Bitcoin market is inflows carry well sell-off warning. For Bitcoin, signs of a possible pullback come in the form of a spike in exchange inflows on Monday. As noted by on-chain monitoring resource CryptoQuant, institutional focused Gemini saw giant aggregated inflows of 28,000 Bitcoin valued at $1.63 billion, suggesting that a major investor plans to either sell or have funds ready for sale should the prices drop. CryptoQuant told their Telegram subscribers, be careful, downside risk from whale dumping. As you can see right here on your screen, it shows you the Bitcoin exchange inflows versus Bitcoin slash USD. Also, as reported last week, stablecoin balances on exchanges had hit all-time highs, something which accompanied Bitcoin reaching a new record of its own, above $58,000 on Bitstamp. This was while the so-called Coinbase premium, the difference in price between Coinbase and Binance, was negative. For CryptoQuant CEO Ki Jong-ju, the nature of the gains was the cause for concern despite the resulting euphoria. He tweeted on crypto Twitter, one thing that makes me uncomfortable about this Bitcoin surge is a negative Coinbase premium. Buying power seems not to come from the US institutional investors, but stablecoin whales and retail investors. Not a healthy bull without US dollar spot inflows, as you can see right here on your screen. Now, the next factor to be on the lookout for in the Bitcoin market this week, altcoins could soon step up. That's right. Should Bitcoin retrace, expectations are that altcoins could once again move into the spotlight this week. The weekend produced mixed results for major cap tokens, with some gains while others stagnated on Monday. Bitcoin's uncertain behavior came as the largest altcoin, Ethereum, has already lost 2% in 24 hours after hitting a new all-time high, surpassing $2,000. Let me know if you're bullish on Ethereum, and where do you feel the Ethereum price will likely be by the end of the year? My prediction is $10,000. We also have Polkadot, Cardano, and Chainlink, which were also negative on the day, while XRP put in a surprise move to climb 14% to nearly 60 cents. Money is flowing into Bitcoin right now, popular trader Rec Capital told Twitter followers last week, but given how altcoins are in the very early stages of their macro bull market, rest assured, altcoins will be back. Now, for the fifth and final factor to be on the lookout for in the Bitcoin market this week, is Peter Schiff finally capitulating at $50,000 Bitcoin price? Let's discuss it. In a decidedly cryptic tweet over the weekend, Goldbug Peter Schiff queried at the point he should look to sell any Bitcoin he might purchase. Checking out his tweets right here. If I were to actually buy some Bitcoin, how would I know when to sell? If your answer is to never sell, then what's the point of buying in the first place? Dan Held responded, you're the top signal. We all sell when you buy. Hilarious, right? He also tweeted, I can't exchange it as merchants don't take it. I need to sell it first, either myself or using an intermediary like BitPay, but I'm not talking about small amounts. When do I sell to take profits or cut my losses? So he's hinting he may be purchasing large amounts of Bitcoin, and Max Kaiser nailed it right here. He's cracking. He said this 7 months ago. Bitcoin hitting $50,000 will trigger Peter Schiff to buy. And lo and behold, he's now asking buying questions. So could he be capitulating? What do you think? Let me know in the comments right down below. Max also responded to Peter Schiff saying, if I were to actually buy some gold, how would I know when's the best time to sell and to take my tax loss? Peter Schiff, do you realize your only value is offering predictable loss-making trades for tax planning? Look at this chart. Your fund has lost money for 10 years. That's right, because Max has been telling him to purchase Bitcoin for the past 10 years, back when it was only like $10. And before I break down some more wisdom from Max Keiser, as well as Microstrategy preparing to purchase over $1 billion in Bitcoin after completing its debt offering, and the Abra CEO saying Bitcoin could shatter $250,000 this year, but that a major crypto correction may be around the corner. Let's first take a quick look at the overall crypto market. We can see Bitcoin and most of the major altcoins currently correcting. We have Bitcoin down 6%, but here's the deal. I do not expect 80% corrections like we witnessed back in 2018. 6%, 10%, that's nothing but a healthy correction in my opinion, because you have to keep in mind, Bitcoin is still up over $20,000 in the past 30 days. Hey, it is what it is. So I'm still bullish as what? On the king of all crypto. We have Ethereum down 8%, trading just below $1,800. We had BNB, which recently broke out to a new all-time high, surpassing 300, now down 13% for the day, trading just below $250. We have Chainlink down 10%, trading at $30.66. The only major crypto in the green, lo and behold, is XRP, up about 6%, trading at 56 cents. All right, now let's check out this wisdom from Max Keiser. I quoted him right here. They say Bitcoin is the big bang of money because you can only do it once. And FYI, this is a quote from the most recent episode of the Orange Pill Pod. That's one of the attributes of it. There's no imitators to ever come along. You can only create absolute scarcity once. You can only create the multiverse once with the Big Bang. Touche. I couldn't agree more. Now let's break down the latest from Microstrategy, preparing to purchase over $1 billion in Bitcoin after completing its debt offering. Business intelligence firm Microstrategy is gearing up to make an additional purchase of $1.03 billion worth of the king of all crypto. In a new post on the company's website, the publicly traded firm announces that it's wrapping up its offering of convertible notes in an effort to acquire more funds to buy Bitcoin. The offering, which closed on February 19th, allows qualified institutional investors to purchase unsecured notes from Microstrategy, which have a maturity date of February 15th, 2027. Microstrategy reports earning approximately over $1 billion from the sale of its notes and plans to use the entirety of those funds to purchase more Bitcoin. Here's a quote. Microstrategy estimates that the net proceeds from the sale of the notes will be approximately $1.03 billion after deducting the initial purchasers, discounts and commissions, and estimated offering expenses payable to Microstrategy. Microstrategy intends to use the net proceeds from the sale of notes to acquire additional Bitcoin. Pretty strategic move, right? The move appears to fall in the line of Saylor's strategy to maximize the firm's Bitcoin holdings in order to position itself favorably within the digitizing monetary landscape. Here's a quote. We have two strategies. One strategy is to grow our software business, and that is a good business. It makes a lot of money and it's growing. Our second strategy is to acquire Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is the emerging dominant digital monetary network. It's going to be 100 times bigger than Google or Facebook. And when companies like Amazon plugged into the internet, people didn't say, are you an internet company or a retail company? I think they're a technology company who embraced the future. Everybody is eventually going to plug into a digital monetary network, just like everybody eventually plugged into the internet. Shout out to Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. I mean, if it wasn't for him, after all, Tesla wouldn't have invested $1.5 billion into Bitcoin. And before I break down our next story of the day, Abra CEO says Bitcoin could shatter $250,000 this year, but that a major crypto correction may be around the corner. But before I break this down, let's first take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $1.6 trillion with $162 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current Bitcoin dominance sitting at 61.6%, and the current Bitcoin market cap is still above $1 trillion and holding strong. Now let's check out the top gainers within the top 100. We have Crypto.com coin, which is CRO, up 71% for the day and 218% for the week, trading at just above 24 cents. IOST up 33%, trading at 6 cents. Holo up 32% for the day and 160% for the week, trading at 0.003. Phantom up 28% for the day and 139% for the week, trading just below 39 cents. And KuCoin token up about 28% for the day and 161% for the week, trading just above $6. And as I continue to scroll down, you can just see massive gains in the altcoin market. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. The CEO of digital payment platform Abra says Bitcoin could break $250,000 million before the year's end, but he also thinks that the crypto markets are overdue for a healthy correction. On a new episode of the What Bitcoin Did podcast with Peter McCormack, Bill Barhydt says he's looking for a potential resistance at the $60,000 level before a massive Bitcoin correction ensues. And lo and behold, we touched about 58,800 yesterday before this current correction of about 6%. He goes on to share, if I look at the tea leaves, we haven't had a 30% pullback since we went back down to $30,000 when we first got up to 44,000, 43,000, whatever it was. So we're due for that. If I had to guess, I would say if you look at the upward slope that we have seen since December, depending upon how fast we get there, if it's in February, we can top out just below 60,000 and then easily fall 30%. And that would actually wind up the rubber band to probably go $85,000 to $90,000. That would take us probably through August, which if you look at the stock to flow is basically said that's around the time it should happen, and it's uncanny. I mean, it really is uncanny how accurate that model has been. That's right, referring to the stock to flow. And before I finish breaking this down and giving you his bullish price predictions, first I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 700 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. Also some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including my daily letter, which goes out to over 30,000 subscribers every single day. You can visit letter.cryptonewsalerts.net to subscribe. Also have a blog I update daily, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. I can also be found on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes. You can also follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes. And for those of you active on Facebook, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram as I am, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat, which is uncensored. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's finish breaking this down. Although Barhydt is short-term bearish on Bitcoin, he predicts that the largest crypto asset has more upside potential, but its bull market peak may all depend on the rate of adoption of big corporations. Here's a quote. What's interesting is once you get to that August timeframe, when you start to approach $100,000, Plan B's two models diverge, because he's got that one model, the original stock to flow, which says we're at $100,000 for 24 months basically. Then he's got his cross asset model, which basically talks about the next phase, which he says, hey, we can get up to $250,000 this year. Last December, when I went on, I think, your show, and I talked to Anthony Pompliano and others, I basically said, I think Bitcoin is going to be at $100,000 by the end of 2021. I still think that's right, but I think that if we get a bunch of other Fortune 500 companies making announcements like Tesla, that it's going to push this up $250,000 very quickly. Touche. I feel at least 220,000 before the end of this year. I love Max Kaiser's year-end prediction of 220,000. I think we can go as high as 350, and I also think that 100 would be the absolute low, but I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Now for a quick recap, what I covered with you right here in today's show. Did $50,000 Bitcoin price trigger Peter Schiff to buy BTC? I shared with you the 5 things to watch out for in the Bitcoin market this week, including Peter Schiff potentially capitulating and purchasing some Bitcoin, now asking all these buying questions. And as Max Kaiser points out, he's cracking. He predicted this 7 months ago. Bitcoin hitting 50K will trigger Peter Schiff to buy. And lo and behold, he may be capitulating. And regarding Peter Schiff's performance, he says, if I were to actually buy some gold, how would I know when's the best time to sell and take my tax loss? Peter Schiff, do you realize your only value is offering predictable, loss-making trades for tax planning? Look at this chart. Your fund has lost money for 10 years. Whoa. Also in today's show, I shared that Microstrategy prepares to purchase another additional $1 billion plus in Bitcoin after completing its debt offering. Also in today's show, I shared the Abra CEO says Bitcoin could shatter $250,000 this year, but that a major correction may be around the corner on the horizon. So where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick before I go, I want to give a special shout out to our sponsor BlockFi, the leading provider of financial products and services for crypto investors. Here's where you can put your crypto to work. They have two flagship products. One is crypto-backed loans. You can get an interest rate as low as 4.5%. So if you ever wondered, how can I access fiat currency without selling my precious Bitcoin? Look no further. The other flagship product, they offer up to 6% annual percentage yield on Bitcoin, as well as 9.3% on USDT. So what are you waiting for? Take advantage of this today. Click the link right down below. It'll take you here. Then simply click that yellow button that says sign up, and you'll notice that the referral code is already pre-populated for you to take advantage of this up to $250 crypto bonus. So what are you waiting for? Let's start stacking those sats, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.